Welcome to Brunch with Brian this morning. Glad to see you here today. And today, there's a couple of things that we can talk about. I wanted to talk about it's National Chant at the Moon Day. That just makes me think of affirmations. Any kind of a chant or anything, affirmations are big for me, obviously. I talk about affirmations a lot. It's also National Relaxation Day, which is interesting because it's so hard sometimes for us to relax, right? We're so busy. Come here, baby. One way that we can relax is with our pets. Sometimes sitting and petting your pet can be very calming and relaxing. But I'm just going to say, try to pick, two things that you can do in your life because you know what? The relaxation will make you function better in the long run. It'll give you more energy when you come back to your task. That's why we take vacations. You're better when you come back. Hopefully, sometimes you take a vacation, you feel like, wow, I need a vacation from that vacation. But the idea is to be able to find moments of relaxation in your day and think about when you can sort of recharge your battery. Now, one of my favorite things to sort of relax and recharge my battery is doing what? Deep breathing. So we do our best health pledge. I've talked about this before. What's your best health pledge? The very first thing is breathe deeply, and then eat well is next, BEST. Sleep well, and then T is train or take action physically, train. So you got to do some kind of physical exercise. But part of that is breathing deeply. That's really good for your whole system, your lymph system, and your lungs and your heart and everything. And hopefully it helps you relax. Now, what's one of the big what do they call the silent killer? Who knows that one? The silent killer is high blood pressure. So if you take a moment to relax, you might have high blood pressure, at any given time, especially during a stressful day. You're running around and, you might have high blood pressure and you might get worked up. And, I actually had a blood pressure cuff because I weighed a lot more than I weigh now. I weighed 204. I got up to 204 pounds, and I went to the doctor and he said, your blood pressure is really high, 180 over 110. So I had to do something. So I lost 50 pounds in 50 weeks, but I was very conscious during that phase of my blood pressure. And I bought a blood pressure cuff from Walgreens and I would use it. They're really easy now and they're battery powered and, really easy to use. So I would highly recommend if you don't know. If you have questions about your blood pressure, if you're a little heavy or not like super in shape or something, and it's been a while since you've checked your blood pressure, that would be definitely a good thing to do. Sometimes, years go by, you don't go into the doctor, and that's what had happened with me. And I gained a lot of weight over that time. I don't even know how it happened, just creeped up on me. And so I lost that weight, and then my blood pressure now is really good. It's usually, 110 over 70 or even less. So, not, really good, healthy blood pressure there. And, but that was, because you can really when I was doing this blood pressure cuff all the time, I would notice that when I was stressed, I would say, okay, let me try the blood pressure cuff. So sure enough, when you're stressed, your blood pressure is higher. I was wondering, is that just a myth or does that really work? I mean, when you get stressed out, does your blood pressure go up, or is that just something in cartoons where steam's coming out of people's ears? No, my blood, that, at least for me, for sure, when I would get stressed out or upset about something and I would do my blood pressure, it was definitely higher. So taking that time to relax is really important physically for us and mentally. We talk a lot about mental health has become a focus for people since the pandemic. Really, before that, it's like, nobody talks about mental health. Well, I mean, people would talk about it, but it wasn't such a prime subject like now because everybody now acknowledges that we live in a pretty stressful world, and we did during the pandemic when everybody was isolated. And so, everybody had to say, okay, look, we're all living under some kind of unusual stress now. Let's do what we can to maintain our mental health. And so that became more of a focus for people. And it's good. It's very good that people are focused on being mentally healthy. Because guess what? If you're not happy, and if you're just getting through your life all depressed, that's not what God put you here for. That's not what life is about. Life is about seizing the moment and, having a wonderful time with your life as much as possible. I mean, everybody has challenges and everybody has stressors. But that's why the relaxation is so important. So, what do we like to do? People pray and meditate and do deep breathing, and those are all great. We lived in LA, and we lived in LA like during the New Age time, like during the 80s and that. So we went to the Bodhi Tree bookstore and we checked out meditation and stuff like that. And so uh, I know how to do meditation, and I like meditation. If you just sit calmly and just try to clear your mind, I mean, it's not a big you can have a lot of approaches. There's a lot of different like transcendental meditation and this and that and that. But basically, all I do is I just try to clear my mind and not think about anything and focus on your breathing. And so that's that's a very good way of just calming yourself and trying not to think of things. And so try it today. If you've never meditated today, give it a shot. Just sit, find a comfortable chair, or sit. You don't have to sit cross-legged on the floor or anything. Just you can lay back in a recliner for all that matters, and just start doing nice deep breathing. Focus on your breathing. Don't try not to, and this is where you let all the cares of the day go. So you try not to think of stuff. And the things that keep bubbling up as you're trying to clear your mind, you get those things processed somehow during this meditation. So it's really good, and you only need about 10 minutes, 5 minutes, really. I mean, to do a relaxation, you can get a lot more relaxed in 30 seconds. If you just do 3 deep breaths and put a smile on your face, and how long does that take? 30 seconds, maybe, not even that. So that, relaxation is really important. And if you can sort of have like relaxation stations, relaxation breaks during your day, especially if you know something's going to be stressful. That's a good one too. If you are going into some meeting or something you don't really want to do, and it's like a action task, it's not your favorite thing. Maybe it could be kind of a stressful, unusual meeting. So if that's the case, schedule like 15 minutes after to kind of go and relax and meditate a little bit or pray, and everybody prays differently. Just talking to God, your conception of God, everybody has, a different conception. Not everybody has not a million, but a lot of people have different beliefs. So, but just according to your beliefs, hopefully your spirituality brings peace of mind into your life. And so that's obviously part of being relaxed. So think about relaxing today and start implementing meditation. If you've never meditated before, give it a try. And honestly, just for 1 minute, try to just clear your mind, take a few deep breaths, focus on your breathing. You can do it in a minute or a couple of minutes. But when you stick with it, you do get some unexpected value out of it. And you might think, well, I'm just sitting there, calming myself. Yeah, I mean, the physical benefits, and you'll be surprised how the mental benefits, somehow you're more calm and collected in your life. Just taking a couple of minutes here or there to just sit and be still for a little bit and listen to life. All right, so boy, that was kind of philosophical this morning. So I take the time to relax. I take the time to relax. Let's do that. Okay, ready, everybody? Now, we always do our affirmations 3 times. On the count of 3, I take the time to relax. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I take the time to relax. I take the time to relax. I take the time to relax. Yes, awesome. All right, let's do our deep breathing. So important. Nice deep breath in. Big smile. I always have a big smile. Will always gets going when I do my deep breathing. Nice deep breath in. Come here, Willow. Come here, baby. And that's when you relax. Remember, when you let it go, when you're exhaling, that's when you really loosen up all your muscles. Sometimes when I'm laying laying back and I'm relaxing, I just think of all my muscles melting, and becoming just a puddle. Okay, one more deep breath in and big smile and exhale and relax. All right. Awesome. Oh my goodness, guys. I love your comments. You guys always have great comments. And of course, the famous Lynette and Lee, our married couple. Charles, great to say hi to you every day. Tony, oh, knowing you have a plan of action. Okay, there you go. Knowing you're making progress, having that sense of confidence you're making progress. You can relax sometimes. Okay, always great to see you guys. I take the time to relax. So I will see you guys on Thursday and coming to usually an hour later. Remember, Tuesday is the day I come up 1 hour earlier because I have a big Zoom meeting at 9 a.m. Pacific every Tuesday. So I will see you guys on Thursday. Have a great couple of days. Take some great action and don't forget to relax. Till I see you next time, keep expecting success, getting awesome training, and